So it's currently about 6 p.m. I'm about to go for a quick walk, then head back home and eat dinner. Yesterday, I before I left my house yesterday, which was around 5:30, so I left about half an hour to 45 minutes earlier than I have been leaving my house for the past few days. Yesterday, before I left, I had a really bad migraine, a really bad headache. So it was. I knew at that point I should just left the house. So yesterday I left my house when I had a really bad headache. I wasn't dizzy or anything like that, but had a really bad headache and migraine. So when I left, it was still sunny. Right now, the um, the sun is still out, but it's not as bright as it was yesterday. And when I was when I was walking, when I was on my bike yesterday, um, my my headache slowly went away because I was more focused on where I was going. Right now, I feel like I have to vomit. You know, I do feel kind of sick to my stomach right now. I don't know, is it because I haven't ate? Is it because of just me thinking that I'm getting sick again or what? But today, on and off, I was feeling strange. You know, I know it's just anxiety, but at the same time, I keep telling myself I need to leave my house early, and I don't know why I'm not leaving my house early. But during summer, this past summer, um, I was able to leave my house in the morning and during the early afternoon. But as soon as when summer was over, I started leaving my house later and later, which I don't know why. And it's funny because, well, it's not funny, but it's kind of strange. Last last year, 2016, the first month and a half or 2 months for summer, I was not even leaving my house at all. Or maybe there was days I would leave, and then there would be days I would not even go out at all. And then towards like the last month and a half of summer of 2016, I left my house during the morning, but I wouldn't leave my house during the afternoon. And now, this this past spring and summer, I was leaving my house during the morning and during the afternoon and during the evening. But now I'm back in that cycle where I'm like finding the best time for me to leave, and I don't know why I'm doing that. But there's really no best time to leave the house. I should just get up and leave. Because the more I stay at home, the more I wake up in the morning and tell myself I'll leave in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That build up of say 5 more minutes is not helping me. It's just making me not want to leave the house because I'm like, okay, if I leave in 5 minutes, I'll feel safer than me leaving now. But once that 5 minutes is up, I was like, oh, I better give myself 5 more minutes just to prepare for whatever might happen. But you know, those 5 minutes can add up from an hour to 6, 7 hours later. So it's always that dart of what you think might happen, but whatever happens, what you think might happen never actually happens. And I always have to remind myself, when I open the door behind me, that nothing's gonna happen. It's just my mind is telling me something might happen because I'm staying inside the house thinking of things that will happen. But my mind is like just telling me, yeah, this might happen because I'm telling my mind it might happen, but my mind doesn't know, my body doesn't know it might happen. It's because I'm telling it might happen. It's like I'm trying to predict the future, what might happen, when everything that I think that might happen never actually happens. So I'm still trying to let go of all that stuff. I'm still leaving the house. Right now, like I mentioned, I do feel sick to my stomach. Feel like I'm gonna vomit. I am a little dizzy, feeling detached from my surroundings, but I'm still gonna go for a walk. Yesterday was the first day I went to ride my bike um, for more than 2 blocks, so that felt great. Even though yesterday I was getting really bad headaches, I left my house half an hour to 45 minutes earlier than I have. When I got home to my driveway, I felt my heart was pounding. My knees were tense. I feel like I was stiff, like I couldn't really move my body, and I can't even see my shirt moving from my heart pounding so hard. But there's something that my mind told me. My mind didn't stop me from going back on my bike and take off again. So I went back on my bike for another 3 minutes while my heart was racing. I was pedaling the bike as hard as I can just to increase my heart rate, and then I even smiled a couple of times, like my heart's racing, so what. I can remember last year, summer, when June 2016 or June 2017, when I had 3 or 4 days without any anxiety, no symptoms, nothing like that. Um, I was going out, leaving my house, like I had no anxiety, no problems, like my mind, everything. I felt completely normal for 3 or 4 days straight. However, on the third or fourth day, when I came back home from riding my bike, I I didn't really go too far. I went maybe 3 or 4 blocks. My heart started pounding. I got really dizzy as soon as I got to my driveway. I quickly put my bike down, ran straight into my bed, dizzy. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to sleep. I just covered my face, put on some music, and fell asleep. The next morning, I had a panic attack. All my symptoms, all my sensation came back. Then I didn't want to leave the house again because I was afraid, what if that happened again? So I think that's what kind of gave me that's what my mind kind of remind me of. Like every time I get in my driveway is that day that I ran inside my house. So I think it's like a what you call it? It's a flashback. There you go. I'm like, sometimes I don't even know what I'm trying to say until my mind is like thinking of like 50 different things at once. But yeah, so sometimes like when I'm riding my bike, I'm walking and at a certain time, it remind me of something, and I think for me, it's like every time I say 5 more minutes and I see at the time, if I see 6 p.m., then I'm gonna start thinking, oh shit, 6 p.m., that's the time I usually feel panicky. But it's not because of 6 o'clock, it's because every time I look at time and I think 6 o'clock is a bad time, so that's when I feel panicky. So in a way, I'm triggering myself to have a panic attack at 6 o'clock. So I think that's a trigger. So at the same time, I wonder that day if I never ran home, ran straight in my house into my bedroom after I got off my bike, would I been the way I am now? What if I kept going? Would I feel dizzy? Maybe if I didn't run home that day, I wouldn't be back to the way I am now. But I mean, I am a lot better this year compared to last year. I mean, I do have more symptoms this year than I had last year, but I'm doing better with the symptoms. But at the same time, I wonder if I wasn't scared of my heart pounding, the dizziness, the stuff that happened to me last year, last summer, 2016, would I been this bad right now? But, I guess the only thing for me to do is keep going and remind myself that I can do it. If not, then I'm going to fall back to my bad habits. So yeah, I'm about to head out for a quick walk around the block. So I just got home. I was gone for maybe 10 minutes. However, when I was walking, my phone battery died. I don't know, lately my phone hasn't been holding a full charge. So before I left my house, my battery was about 30%. And then, within a minute, it just died on me. Like I said, I was walking for maybe 8 to 10 minutes, and that was it. But I was surprised it didn't make me panicky. I know some of us use our phone as a safety, like as a distraction. Sometimes we use it like to play games, watch videos, talk to someone, etc. So when you have something that you use as a safety and it's not there, you feel panicky. But once the battery was dead, I just put my phone in my pocket and just kept walking, and I felt fine. So guess what? I actually drove. Not my car, but I drove my dad's car. I just added insurance under my name to his car. I'm not ready to drive my car yet. As you know, I had my first panic attack while I was in my car, so that I'm not too sure if I'm ready to drive my car yet. But not just that I drove my car, I drove my car to a store that I had a panic attack. I'm not ready to go in the store yet, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna let that. I mean, I've been inside stores, but I'm not ready to go inside the store that I had my first panic attack yet. Well, it's not this store, but it's not this location. It's a different location. But a few weeks after I had my first panic attack at that location, at that Target store, when I came to this one, I had a panic attack at this one as well. But the first time I had my panic attack, I was sitting in my car in the parking lot at the different Target store location. This time I'm at the Target store by my house that I had a panic attack inside the store. But like I say, I'm not ready to go in, but I drove, and that's a big deal to me. That's one step closer for me. I say one step closer. That means I'm so excited. I don't even know what I'm saying. As you can see, I'm all smiley. I'm happy. I had a little panicky when I was stuck at the red light, but I was about to say, forget this. Let me go back home. But I was like, nope. Gonna wait for the light and turn into this plaza. So I've been to this plaza a few times, but I wasn't driving. I've been inside this Target store before I had anxiety, so it feels pretty good being here. It feels great driving. As you can see, I'm so happy I can't stop smiling. I look kind of goofy. People are probably thinking, why is this guy smiling and talking on his phone? Is something wrong with him? But so what? I don't really care what people think. I mean, I'm not upset that I'm not going in the store. I mean, I know I can easily go inside. I do have money from tax refund, but if I go inside, I don't feel anxiety. No, me, I'll stop buying stuff I don't need. So, which is a good thing that I'm not going inside. I don't want to go inside and, stop buying stuff that I don't need. I do wear glasses when I drive, as you can see. I got clumsy and sat on my glasses, which is why there's tape. So I'm driving around wearing glasses with tape on the side. I'm not really used to wearing my glasses. I mean, I wear my glasses when I'm driving, but I'm not used to wearing my glasses when I'm walking around. It feels strange to me. I mean, I don't mind wearing glasses. It's just that I'm not used to wearing it when I'm like not driving. When I'm at home watching TV using the computer, I'll wear. But when people know I wear glasses. I'm not hiding that I don't wear glasses. It's just that I feel it makes me feel more off balance when I'm wearing my glasses when I'm walking. I think it's because I'm not used to wearing my glasses when I'm moving around on my legs. But when I'm walking, when I'm driving or sitting in the car, I'm okay. But when I'm moving with my legs and standing around, it feels weird. Even if I'm wearing my glasses at home, walking around, just going to the bathroom or whatever, I feel really off balance wearing my glasses. That's even when I didn't have an anxiety. When you wear your glasses for the first time, you're not used to it. You feel kind of off. I still feel like that, even though I had these glasses for a couple of years. So, but I'm not gonna be walking around wearing glasses with tape on the side. So, maybe I should use black electric tape. I don't know, but I'm just gonna get a new pair of glasses. I'll try to repair this one. But I am, as you can see, I'm happy coming here. Came on my own. I didn't ask anyone to come with me, because if I did, I'm gonna be stuck going inside the store. So I'm gonna turn my camera back out around to where I am. I couldn't record myself driving here because I don't have anything where I can place my phone on, because my little phone mount, the suction cup is not sticking to the car dashboard, which did. Maybe I'll try again. But other than that, I'm extremely happy. No panicky. Just feel a little strange earlier, but other than that, I'm happy that I'm driving. So, as you can see, the Target logo's right there. Like I mentioned, this is not the same Target I went to when I had my first panic attack. However, I did have a panic attack inside this location once. Maybe like 2-3 weeks after I had my first panic attack. So it might not be the same location, but it's the same store, the same. Well, it's not the same location I had my first one, but it is but I did have one here before.